We have driving exam and we are starting in Hofheim am Taunus at the TÜV service center, and we will come back here if everything goes right. We come back to Hofheim am Taunus to the TÜV station. We are leaving the private property to the left, and exam already started 10 minutes ago, with some questions about the car, how to use it, how to switch some lights on. Here we turn right, please. Stop sign with a stop line. Following the curbstone on the right side and waiting for the full stop. Yes, full stop. Checking and integrating to the priority street. The questions were, may I have your passport, please? Yes, of course. But the questions concerning the car were, please switch on the hazard lights. Bitte schalten Sie den Warnblinker ein. And please switch on Fernlicht. That was a mix between English and German. And what's the red control light in the display? It's the with the P, yeah. I show you the control light here. It's the handbrake. Yeah, and that were the 3 questions, and then we could start the exam. He explained how it works, that we always go straight if nothing is said. If straight is not possible because of the situation or because of no entry signs, then ask if we go left or right. And if there are any other questions, of course you can ask anytime. Yeah, that's a normal start of the exam. Here, end of the AT sign, that means we can speed up to 100. Good weather condition, no rain fortunately, and no snow like in the last video, number 28. That was a winter video. Yeah, because of the exam place Bad Soden, we have to drive to Bad Soden direction. The authorities set a place of exam, and this must be where your residence is, or where you're working, or the place of the school. If it's the place of school or of your work, you have to prove that. If it's not in the same area where you are living, and then it's possible to set the exam point to this place. For example, if you live in Hamburg but you work permanently in Munich, you can prove, you can get a certificate from your job, from your work, and then you can do the driving school in Munich if you live in Hamburg. So, wir wollen rechts abbiegen. Please turn right. It's reducing down from 100 to 80 to 60 here because of the traffic lights. Here it's important to integrate with the full speed of 60 and then braking down to the turning speed around 20 to 30. And the reason is the same reason like on a highway, that you should change first and reduce the speed later, that the people behind you who want to go straight, that they don't need to brake down. Give way sign for the right side, so slowing down and checking it, and if nobody's there, driving out. We are on a priority road, there's no speed limit. That means here officially it's 100, and from 100 they cannot put it directly down to 60. That's why here you see the 80. And here on the right side you see the 60. We want to go straight, that's why nobody said please turn. But also nobody says please go straight here. And now please go straight. And now straight please. That's the same thing the navigation is not doing. Yeah? The navigation system is quiet if you go straight. And if you should turn, it says please turn right. So, we want to turn left the next street. Bitte links abbiegen. So, you see the direction board on the right side. We have an extra lane for braking down. So we integrate with the full speed of 60, then braking down to 20. In the meantime, we check the oncoming traffic. Nobody there. And we turn. And here on this island, no priority sign. That means right before left. Right side has priority. Und dann bitte rechts abbiegen. Please turn right. To enter the city of Bad Soden. The city sign is here on the right side. Speed limit is 50 now. Und dann fahren Sie bitte in den Kreisverkehr und die erste Ausfahrt raus. Enter the roundabout and take the first exit. This should be like your normal turning speed, 15 to 20. Checking the left side, not the bicycle from the other side, because they need to come the whole circle around to crash into your car. That's why this is a waste of a check. But out of your left window, that's a proper check. That's good to do. Here the same, we check what's up on the left side he's indicating, and no more car from left, and we can easily enter this roundabout number 2. This one is no exit, no entry sign, and here we can leave. Yeah, the first one is going to the school, so it's just for the visitors of the school. Or if you need to pick up your son or your daughter or your kids, then you can take this exit. Because this is a primary school, here the whole street up and down is 30. And our speed is 29, and the machine is happy about it. So, another 30 sign for as a reminder. Und die nächste Straße dann bitte rechts abbiegen. Please turn right the next street. This is a traffic light only for the pedestrians. Single priority sign, but it's not so interesting for us. We just want to turn right. We follow the curbstone. And no cars coming. Otherwise, we need to see how far the other cars are already with passing the cars on their side. It's possible that we have to wait for them because they cannot see us turning in, and then we are suddenly there and we need a solution. Passing the white car and going back to the right side for the next right before left. Nobody. Going on. Am Ende bitte rechts abbiegen. Please turn right. And here you should check the left side 10% and the right side 90%. So a quick check to the left and then eyes to the right. We have to go directly around the red car, but only if no car is coming. Yeah, he is in the 5 meter. He is not in the 5 meter zone. It is a bigger bend, a bigger curve, and that's why it looks like he's in the 5 meters area. Here the same, it looks like they park illegally, but it's all right. Sometimes not, but in this case it was. So, am Ende rechts abbiegen bitte. Please turn right at the end. So, we need to slow down anyway. That's why it's no problem to let the pedestrian go. Officially we don't need to let her go, but it's not a mistake. As long as you don't do an emergency brake for letting someone go. Officially, you just have to let pedestrians go if they want to cross the street when you turn, yeah, like when you turn right and there's someone who wants to walk on straight, and then you have to wait for them. So right before left, here is a little hidden street, but this is also free. Then passing the parked cars, but there are two bicycles, so we slow down, we hesitate a little bit, and then we don't need a full stop and we can go on. So please stop next to the car on the right side and do the reverse parking. Take the convertible car, the spot is a little bit bigger. So placing the car and let's go. Left side, it's not possible that a car can fit, but a bicycle could fit. That's why it's important to check the left side before using the steering wheel to the right side, because then the front will move to the left. Here he already saw that he will be a little bit away, and he adjusted while he was moving in to come a little bit closer. Now perfectly straight, zack, and forward gear straight forward to the number plate. Yes, that's a good parking position. And final stop. Fertig. You always need to communicate with the examiner. You have to tell him that you are done with the parking, otherwise they don't know when the student is done. And then you get the information to go on. So going straight back, checking the street and integrating into the traffic. Und dann gleich die nächste, rechts abbiegen. Please turn right. As a right turner, you just follow your curbstone. Then you have nothing to do with the people from the right side, as long as there are no parked cars immediately behind your turn. Und am Ende dann bitte rechts abbiegen. Right side is a walking speed area with the curbstone. Rechts abbiegen bitte. So watch out, the truck is parking on the lane from the people from the right, so they are coming a little bit to our direction, and that's why it's here extremely important to check both sides. We generally have to check both sides, but if you turn right, nobody drives on this lane where you turn in. Dritte Ausfahrt bitte. Exit number 1 is here. Exit number 2 is there, and 3 directly behind it, and exit. Yeah, but in this case the truck was parked on the other side of the road, and that means if the people come from the opposite direction, they have to pass the truck. And where do they pass? On the curbstone or on our side? No, they come to our side. That's why we have to check this. A little more intensive than if there's no truck. Traffic light is green. Und dann bitte rechts abbiegen. Please turn right. So end of the city, but they don't want 100. That's why they put a 60 sign. So let's check. The traffic light for going straight is red right now. So only the oncoming, oh no, it's turning to green. So nobody can have the green light at the same time, because there was an arrow in the traffic light, and if it's an arrow in the traffic light, no other traffic has green light at the same time, which could disturb us. And our traffic light to the right side is just for pedestrians, and this was switched off. That's why we have the give way sign, and then it's easy to it's easy to handle, to drive out there. Yeah, that's a four-wheeler, but only driving speed of around 50 kilometers per hour. And yeah, it's faster than a bicycle, but slower than a car. You should have long distance visibility to start the overtaking, but the student got told that we want to turn right anyway within the next kilometer, so we can stay behind this little vehicle. By the way, you can drive those vehicles with the age of 15 if you have the category AM. Am Ende, nein, nicht am Ende. Here we want to turn right to Königstein direction. So please turn right. We have an extra lane for braking down, so we enter with 60 and now we brake down to turning speed 20 to 30. Right before left, no traffic signs, so we can just follow our right curve. We have already been here from the other side and we were turning right, but now we go straight. And if you watched all 28 other videos, you probably know, you have seen that this is the way to come to a highway similar road. It's a motorway. You have to do exactly the same like on a highway. It's just a little less traffic here. So indicate left in the right curve and accelerate to the speed which they are also driving, which is around 100. But we have 204 horsepower in this car, so this is easy to handle. You just have to accelerate. Your right foot is responsible for the speed. You should drive here around 120, 130. If there's someone on the road slower than us, you should organize to overtake him. Do not drive with 90, 95 behind trucks. Always try to drive a normal speed. I hope you train it in your highway training. I always let my students drive 120, 130, and then we are for sure faster than trucks. And then we have the overtake training. It's absolutely normal because nobody would drive with 95 to, if there's a truck from Netherlands and you drive behind him, you don't go with 95 to the Netherlands. You will overtake him. So we are in the left lane because the left lane goes straight and the right lane goes right to Königstein direction. And here's the 80 sign and the bridge. And then one more sign. 60, it's already on the left and right side to see, and then here the broad lines. Changing would be still possible, but it would be very late. And here, solid line, impossible to change. Illegal to change. Possible, of course it is, but not legal. So, sharp curve to the left. Und an der Ampel dann bitte links abbiegen. Please turn left at the lights. So, after your left turn, please turn right the next street. Yeah, this is important that we already know this because after our left turn, there will be two lanes, and the left lane goes left and the right lane goes right. So the examiner doesn't want that we memorize a lot of things and do some mistakes with the direction. It's about where to place the car. That's why he needs to give information. Here we turn left and then right after our left turn. And the student picks the right lane immediately, and then we can make a nice right turn. And even if he says left and left again, and you go into the right lane, it's not so good to do, because you already knew that you should turn left, and then it's easier to take the left lane immediately. And by the way, the navigation system does the same. The navigation system tells you, please turn left at the lights and turn right after that immediately. So it's not about memorizing. Otherwise they can say, please drive into the roundabout and take exit number 55. But this is not happening. It's just about the direction. And even if it's the wrong lane, you have the chance to change your lane if the other cars are not overtaking. If we drive with the driving school, in the training we have the driving school sign on top, and then we often take the wrong lane, and the others, they are happy to overtake us immediately, and sometimes it's not possible to change the lane to have the right direction. So here speed going down 80, here we see the 60, and you can see the speed checking machine. Left side is a box and right side is a box. That's for checking the speed. Yeah, speed checker. And directly after the intersection it's going up to 80. A reminder, 80. And down to 60, because it's coming to an intersection with the traffic light. And if there are traffic lights, the speed limit must not be more than 70. And then if you have 70 speed light, speed, what did I say? If you have 70 speed limit, the yellow, the time of the yellow must be 5 seconds. And if it's 60 speed limit, then it's 4 seconds of yellow. And 50 speed sign is 3 seconds of yellow. So the yellow time is always adjusted to the speed limit. So we were driving around 15 to 20 minutes ago the opposite direction. This is going back to Hofheim. And it's a free country road. Little risk of bicycles on the road because of the weather conditions. It's dry, partly cloudy only. But right now we didn't see a bicycle on our road. Fortunately. They should all drive on the fields or in the forest. So 80, 80, 80 signs. And then finally end of 80 and end of overtake, no overtaking. Then it's possible to drive 100 here. And because the street is free and the car in front of us is far away, we can fill up the 100. But not for a long time. We can already see some new traffic signs. We cannot read what's written, but as soon as we come closer, it can only be less than 100. And we come back to 80. But that's normal because, as if you already know the streets, we come closer to the city of Hofheim. And then you see the buildings right now, and then you already know, okay, this is going to a city, and the city speed limit is well known as 50 kilometers per hour. So, last right curve on the country road, and then we enter the city of Hofheim. You can already see the yellow sign here, and now we pass it. Traffic lights are green right now. And the shortest way to the TÜV service center would be here left. But we are only rolling since 26 minutes. That's why we take a little loop. Und an der Ampel bitte links abbiegen. Please turn left at the lights. So we can see there is an arrow in the traffic light. That means that if you get green light, that the oncoming traffic must have red light, and the pedestrians after our left turn also must have red light. So we just need to check mirror and blind spot for the traffic from behind, and then we can turn without risk of a violation of the priority rule. So there it is, green light, mirror and blind spot, and you see the pedestrian lights are red. Then there's a pedestrian crossing, left side is free, right side not visible, now it's free, and a single priority sign, priority for us. And then you can see from here the priority street is turning to the left, but we want to turn right, please turn right. But we are on the right side of the priority street, that means we have priority anyway. Links abbiegen bitte. No oncoming traffic, no one comes out of this road, so otherwise we should have waited because of the parked cars. Two cars cannot fit. So this is a dead end, and what do we have to do in a dead end? Yes, we have to turn around. Please find a place to turn around. Bitte wenden Sie das Auto. Finden Sie eine Stelle, zu wenden. So you can go reverse right next to the right car. You can turn left here and go reverse right. There are some options to do. I hope in your lessons you had enough training of turnarounds and a lot of options. How to do, where to do, what's good to do. Yeah, because then life is easier. Okay, that's it. There's one car coming. Student is hesitating to wait if he is moving into his spot or if he is passing completely, but no problem for us if he is passing completely. And now we can go. Yeah, the spot was big enough, but no problem that he was going on. Bitte rechts abbiegen, please turn right. 10% left check, 90% right check. But there is an island, that means on the right side of the island, no one will come. Give way sign, and we are entering the priority street. We cannot come in touch with the oncoming traffic because they cannot turn left, they cannot cross our road, they can only go straight or follow their priority street. That's why it's not interesting for us to check that. Only the left side was good to check. And here we want to go straight. Priority street is turning to the right side, so we only have to check the right side, and we already can go. Yeah, and again, there will be the blue-white building at the corner. And you know what place this is. This is the TÜV Service Center Hofheim, where we started. So we turn left here. Oncoming traffic not visible, nobody there. And please turn left into the private property. Oncoming traffic is coming. And from here, during your waiting time, you can already see that no one is coming out of the private property of TÜV Hessen. And there were no problems in this exam, and that's why this was another passed driving exam. Congratulations!